Welcome to Kid Crew. We have a lot of construction vehicles to manage, starting with this cement mixer. And it's full of fresh concrete and ready to go. But before we pour that, we need to use these other construction trucks. Let's first put down a layer of gravel with the gator. Oops, I'm really getting ahead of myself. I need to tell you why we're doing this. You know how Mom's playhouse always seems to have trouble? Like fires or toppling over in a storm? Well, we think she could use another house on a real concrete slab, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's dump this gravel at the site. Look, it's all spread. Those boards will be the outline of the slab. The trailer is hauling some extra materials that we will definitely need to do this job. Jump in the truck. Maneuver down this sneaky path. Isn't this the coolest little spot for a new house? The cones mark out the construction site. Unload the excavator. Then the rebar mesh. We'll use the excavator to install it. The rebar mesh will be sandwiched within the concrete. Okay, you've waited long enough. It's time for the cement mixer. The drum is full of a fresh batch of concrete. Let's go! The weight of the drum and all the concrete inside makes for an extremely heavy truck. Another tricky turn. Then race down the path. We don't want the concrete to harden before we pour it. Quickly wet down the gravel and the forms. Then dump the load with Dad's help. It's heavy! And the first load is done. This switch turns off the drum. We better wash the splattered concrete off the truck before anything hardens. Use the hoe to make sure the concrete gets under the rebar. Well, the form is full after another 24 bags of concrete that we normally would have showed you, but it turns out we forgot to hit record. And when you're working with concrete, there's no such thing as a redo. Don't worry, you can still watch us do plenty of leveling. Now it's time to trowel. Cut the edges, put in a cracked control line, and handprints, of course. The slab looks fantastic after drying overnight. And it's time for Mom to move her fancy prefab house into place. Oh, okay, wow. She's just plopping that right into place. And then there's just the other section? We should have Mom be more involved with these things. She really gets things done. That should do. Make the final inspection. Roads also need a ton of construction projects. Mom's going for a drive, but there's a huge pothole in the road. Watch out! Her poor tailbone. Ah! Whoa! That pothole's terrible. I need help with that.
I can fix it.
Well, luckily, there's a road crew right here with everything he needs. He's got fresh gravel in the dump truck and a huge steamroller with its engine in the back. Safety first. He's putting out some warning lights to divert traffic. Open the case, then grab the light and base. Done. These warning lights should keep traffic out of the construction site.
I blocked off the road.
Okay, thank you. There goes Mom. Time to unload the steamroller. Install the ramps on the trailer. Then climb on the heavy roller. And start the engine. Put the gear shift in reverse and then use a lever to go. Whoa, it's quick. Oh, I see. He uses his feet to steer, so he has to use a lever for an accelerator instead of a pedal. Pull the steamroller off the road to prep it for some smooshing duty. He twists off the pipe plug. The roller is empty. Let's fill it up. Grab the hose. He's going to fill it with water. When the roller is full, it weighs 250 pounds. Now let's get this trailer out of the way so we can empty the dump truck. Okay, let's get into position. Reverse. But meanwhile, the traffic is getting crazy. Watch out, Dad! Ah, pile up! Well, this proves that it's not safe to work with drivers like this around.
This traffic's a mess. I'll come back at night.
Great idea. Now traffic is calm, but it's pretty dark outside. So let's turn on some work lights. Nice. Now let's clear this mud out of the hole. First, scrape the mud out with the hoe. The mud would prevent our repair from bonding. Then brush out the pebbles. Looks good. Now we're finally ready to dump. Run to the dump truck. Then drive forward onto the road. And then reverse into position. Unlock the tailgate, then dump. Some is still left in the dump body, so scrape it out with the hoe. The fresh material is dry.
That looks good. The pothole's filled up. Now all I have to do is squish it down.
The road has a huge bump now. And we finally get to use the roller. Pull up to make the transfer. He's in a bit of a hurry because he wants to finish before the morning commute. Back into position. It's definitely a little slower now that the drum is filled with water. We're ready to roll. Side view instant replay. Whoa, it did a great job. But we need a few more passes to smooth the area fully. Drive it back and forth. It's really working. I think it's done. Now use a board to see if it's level. Job done.
That pothole's fixed.
Now put on the trailer coupler and close the latch. And drive the steamroller back on. Wait, you're not up. Whew. Then turn off the engine. And don't forget to remove the warning lights. Finally, it's time to pull away from a job well done. Now here's how you can play along at home. This car is coming up on a rickety wooden bridge. It got across, even though the bridge is just logs. And it has an ant infestation. But here comes trouble. It's a rainstorm. And the area is already experiencing record flooding. The water level has risen to the bridge. Will it hold on? No! The bridge washed away. I'm stuck over here with my sports car. Yeah, his sports car definitely can't get across the river. Bridge team, go. They have a semi hauling a new bridge, a crane, and a dump truck. There's a steamroller in the back of it. I promise we're going to use the steamroller, but there's a lot of work to do before we get to its job. The dump truck and the semi are the first ones out. They need to prep the area before the crane is needed. Put down barricades to close the road. Then get out the mini excavator. It's able to drive through the running stream with its strong tracks. He's digging holes for a concrete foundation. Now time for the mini cement mixer. Pour in plaster.
Just the right amount.
Then some water. And mix. It goes right into the holes. Okay, let's let those piles dry. The crew has a huge crane truck. Drive it to the construction site and back up against the river. Then deploy the stabilizers. Raise the boom and thread the line. It reaches really far when extended. Okay, let's get back to that bridge. Hook it up and lift. Going up. Then swing into position. Careful, it's really heavy and can catch the wind. Now lower it. Perfect. But this bridge needs a separate wearing layer. Bring on the asphalt. Dump it on the bridge. But it's way too bumpy to drive on. I have just the tool for that. Drive the steamroller onto the road. It's doing a great job smoothing and compacting the asphalt. It takes a few passes to get it really smooth. All done. What an upgrade! I want to try it! Smooth driving. Now let's learn how it works.
This is how steamrollers work. First, let's talk about some terminology. I call this a steamroller. You might call it a road roller, but if we're going to be really precise, we should call it a soil compactor. There's all different kinds of compactors, even ones for trash. They all work by pushing down with a heavy drum, and some also vibrate, kind of like a sander. How well things are compacted is a key success factor for all kinds of building projects.
Plumbing is a very tricky construction trade.
My toilet won't flush.
The pipe to the septic tank burst. And now the ground is rumbling.
Whoa! I'm having a septic emergency!
What a mess! What kind of truck do we need for this? A septic truck, of course! It's got a huge pump with a tank on the back and a pressure washer on the front. Let's get this mess cleaned up. He may even have to replace a broken pipe. It doesn't exactly move along gracefully. Phew, he's already here. Oh, it's still flooding. What a mess.
I'll go check it out.
Head over to the septic tank, but don't get stuck in that wet ground.
I see a problem already.
Jump out and inspect. Yep, it's broken. First, he'll clean things up with the pressure washer. Safety glasses on. Then hook up the supply hose. Grab the wand. Insert the high pressure hose and turn it on. Let's rock this grime. Perfect! Let's find out what's wrong.
I think you have a broken pipe.
He must have seen something when he was pressure washing. He'll dig down to investigate further. That ground is pretty juicy.
Yeah, I feel the pipe.
See that dark flow? That looks suspicious. Let's get a closer look. Yep, there's a broken pipe. Now let's check the septic tank it connects to. Twist off the lid and remove. Ah, it's overflowing.
Ew! Is that what it's supposed to look like?
No, it's overflowing.
Now grab the suction hose of the septic truck and put it in the tank. This should also help us get to that broken pipe. Turn on the pump and suck away the contents of the tank. They end up in the back of the truck. Okay, now the tank is pumped out and we can see the pipe. There's that hole in the pipe. Remove the broken section.
Oh, that does look bad.
Inside.
Oh my.
Now grab a new pipe and install it. This would not be a great time for someone to flush the toilet. Perfect. Now grab the lid and give it a final cleaning. Nice. Does he do cars too? But maybe he would need a different logo on the truck. Put the lid back on the septic tank. And grab the hoe to backfill the trench. Push the dirt and mud back in. Be sure to use your hands for a nice personal touch. Who's afraid of a little dirt? Tamp it down and store the hoses back on the truck.
Can I flush my toilet now?
Yeah.
Mom's on her way to try her toilet again. It worked! Meanwhile, he's going to drive to the sewage treatment plant to empty his tank. Houses in cities don't have septic tanks. They just hook up to treatment plants directly. Back up into position. Then remove the output hose and twist off the tank cap. P.S. Do not pour real sewage on the ground. Rest assured this is just water. Now here's how you can play along at home. This house is being built and it's almost done. This isn't working. Oh, that's right. I still need my septic installed. The workers already have a spot ready. Here's the tank. It looks like a submarine. And there's the drain field pipes. Let's get to work. This is a big load for that semi, especially when it's muddy. First, the excavator has a big job to do. It needs to dig a big pit for the septic tank and a trench to the house. Done. Now back the semi into position so the excavator can grab the septic tank. Let's install these parts. Unstrap the load. I'm ready. Okay, straight down. The excavator is gently using its bucket to grab the tank and put it into the trench. Now it's time to clear this earth for the septic field. A bulldozer is perfect for this job. First, I'll secure the tank. Backfill the trench. Now clear and flatten the rest of the area. The strong tracks make this a breeze. Okay, perfect. The area is ready. Now we need a huge layer of gravel. In this case, we're using rice. We gotta use it up from the last episode. Drive the tractor and dump trailer into position. These huge tires are great for muddy construction sites. Now lift the tailgate and dump it. Now spread it evenly. Looks good. Bring in the first pipe. This will connect the septic to the house. Now lay all the perforated drain pipes. It's on top of all the gravel. Now he comes with another load to bury it. Dump it out. And spread it nice and even again. Now it gets all covered with dirt. Now use the bulldozer to grade the yard. The only evidence of this huge job is a septic drain cap. I can't wait to use my plumbing. Now let's learn how it works.
This is how a septic system works. First, a pipe connects all the drains in the house to a septic tank. The tank allows the solids to settle, which can later be pumped out by a septic truck. The remaining liquids head out to these perforated pipes, which are surrounded by gravel. Do you want me to help?
Yes.
I can't tell if you're actually stuck. Oh wow, it is stuck. Okay, there you go.
Look at it.
How does that happen?
Because the press will build it up too much on the top, and the top was too strong, so the top didn't burst. The pipe did.
Too bad this didn't happen in the middle of the summer instead of in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roads aren't always paved. We're wheeling in the backyard. And this side-by-side tackles the water easily. But a big challenge is coming. He's gotta climb this rocky slope to get back to the yard. It's so jagged and steep. Do you think he'll be able to get up it? He's got a great start. But there goes the momentum. I wonder if there is something we can do to help. Well, that bulldozer and dump truck look useful. First, let's take a look at that dump truck. It has a tough engine up front and a bed full of dirt. Let's get to work on that hill. Here's the plan. Make a road by dumping a ton of dirt over the rocks. Then use a bulldozer to make a nice grade so it isn't so steep. Line it up, throw it in reverse, turn on the backup alarm, and get into position at the top of the hill. Perfect! Now unlock the bed and dump. Use the hoe to get out what's left. That helped, but we need way more dirt. Good thing there's a dirt factory nearby. A load is ready in the hopper. Back up into position. Then climb up to release the dirt. Bingo! Now hurry back to our road construction project. Boy, that dump truck is fast. Dad must have souped it up with some extra power. And dump. After a dozen more loads, it looks like enough. Time for the bulldozer to spread the dirt and make the road. Race up to it and jump in. Rather than a steering wheel, the bulldozer is controlled with these joysticks. Let's try hitting the pile with speed. Here we go. That didn't work. Let's back up and reevaluate our approach. We'll try gently applying the power this time. Creep up precisely. Put down the blade and push. The strong bulldozer pushes the pile down the hill to make a road. Now clean the blade. And reverse up the road. I think this will work. But first, a quick test going down.
I think that will do it.
Okay, back to the side-by-side. Now for the real challenge. Going up. Let's go! Oh, it's straining, but it keeps moving. Alrighty, made it! Now here's how you can play along at home. Oh, I would like to live there. It's right next to a huge lake. But this little dam is all that protects it. A pipe next to the lake burst. Ah, the lake is filling rapidly. Let me check the lake. This makes me nervous. Ah, the water level, it's rising fast. I need to go home and prepare. Too late, the dam burst. And the water is rushing in. The house and the barn are getting flooded. And the water is continuing to flow. I have an idea. Dump dirt where the dam broke to save the house. Alert, alert, the dam broke. Okay, hang tight. We'll deploy our construction equipment. She has a huge dirt pile, an excavator, and 3 dump trucks. Let's get these trucks full. Back up the first truck. Hey, that one looks just like the Kid Crew ride-on. Then drive the excavator onto the pile. And take a big scoop of dirt. And fill up the dump truck. They need to hurry. A pig pen is getting flooded. The truck is full. Let's go. Pull away from the pile. Start backing down the road and get ready to dump. The water is so high. I guess some people aren't complaining about the flood. That guy on the jet ski is trying to get through the dam. This isn't safe. His jet ski flipped. Now he's stranded. Good thing there's a police rescue boat on the lake. Fold down the motors and race to the scene. First, rescue the boater. Then tow his jet ski out of the way. Phew, that's done. But don't forget about the flood. That pipe is still broken and we need to fix the dam. Okay, dump the first load. The dirt slides into the water. But it's going to take a lot more than that. Good thing these two are ready to go. The truck will go first. Back up. And dump. The water still has a path. Now the tractor and dump trailer. This one's the hardest to back up because it has a trailer. Is it gonna be enough? Yes, it's enough. Now the bulldozer can grade the top and compact it. It looks good as new. The water finally receded from the house. And Mr. Pig still has plenty of mud to play in. Now let's learn how it works.
This is how a dump truck works. A strong hydraulic cylinder tilts the dump bed upward. On models with tailgates, the operator usually has to unlatch it before dumping so the contents can fall out. Dump trucks are widely used to move materials both on highway and off. Okay, so this said maximum 11 pounds. Each bag of this is 40 pounds. So
like
just
So we're good.
Yeah.
Bobby, wait until you see how fast the dump truck is.
Is it fast?
Can you bring the dump truck around over here, babe?
Why is that thing so fast? Why did you change out of your boots?
Because they're so uncomfortable, and there's no reason to be in the water again.
Now let's build into the sky. I hope this storm doesn't knock down our pretend power poles that hold up our pretend power lines that run the pretend electricity to our pretend house.
Oh no!
Well, the power's out. Grab the flashlight.
The generator didn't turn on. I have an idea though. Let's collect lightning bugs and then we can put them in a jar and use them as a lantern.
He's going to use his truck to collect lightning bugs so he can help Dad with the generator. Key on, lights on, and whoa! He set his underbody lights to green to attract the bugs. It's summertime, so there's tons of lightning bugs out. He already caught one in the net on his truck.
I need to fix this generator, but I don't have any light. I hope somebody can help me.
Here he comes to the rescue.
Did you catch these with your truck?
Yeah.
This is just the light I need. Thank you. There was a problem with the fuse. I think this'll fix it.
It's cranking. Please start. It did! The lights are on for tonight, but we've got a ton of work to do tomorrow. Morning reveals the storm damage. The generator ran all night giving us power, but this power line still needs to be fixed. The kid crew is off and running and ready to work. And what is this truck? It's a 6-wheeled bucket truck. The bucket on the back lifts so he can reach things up high. And he's got all the tools he needs. Now let's get in and get to work. There's some of that storm damage he's driving by. Here he comes to the playhouse. And oh boy, look at all that damage. Now let's set up cones to secure the worksite. The dangling power lines are very dangerous. This is just pretend, but we appreciate the accuracy. Now he's turning off the power in the lines so he can safely work on them. Disengage the fuse holder. Now we need to cut this branch. Grab the toy chainsaw. Start it with the pull cord. And cut the branch. Put the guard back on. Then lift the branch away. Well, I guess we can just toss it in the woods. Now straighten the power pole and put it back in the ground. Now he'll need to go up in the bucket truck. But first, chalk the wheels so the truck doesn't roll. And climb on in, buddy.
Going up.
Wow, it's raising up. And Dad's here to help.
Pole's fixed.
Great. Now we just need to fix this broken wire.
Yeah.
Do you see how the rope is cut? They'll need to reconnect it. First, grab the crimp connector and the crimping tool. Open them up, place the rope in, then crimp it. That fixes the wire. Then do the other side. Time for electrical tape. Real lines get wrapped in tape for insulation. A perfect repair.
Going down.
He's headed down in the bucket. A final check. And then flip the switch back on. The generator powered the house until the power was fully restored. Thank you, generator. Now it's time to load up and then drive off to the next repair. Now here's how you can play along at home. We made a toy power line and road. Everything seems tip-top, but I'm guessing there's going to be some trouble. Here comes a garbage truck zooming down the road. Nothing suspicious about that. But this tree is going crazy. Oh no, it's crashing down. It ripped the pole right out of the ground. Now the road is blocked. Ah, I can't stop in time. He's going to crash into that pole. Boom. Oh, he flipped over. I need help. Huh? I heard a crash. I better call for help. I'll be right there. Hey, me too. Here come the police and paramedic to help the driver. The ambulance is driving around the garbage truck. then backs into position. Grab the stretcher, then put the injured driver on it. Don't worry, he'll be better in no time. Now it's time for the police to jump into action. Put down some barriers and call the utility company. Okay, I'm on my way to fix the power. Here comes the bucket truck. Pull up and deploy the stabilizers. When the ground isn't level, stabilizers are extra important. Now raise the boom and bring the bucket into position. First, I'll turn off the power. It's done. Now he's cutting the tree away. Good, the tree is handled. Let's bring in the crane truck. It will move the garbage truck and fix the power pole. Get into position and hook the garbage truck. Then turn the crank to lift the garbage truck. It's out of the way now. Then hook the power pole. Up it goes. Then back into the ground. Now let's turn the power back on. The line looks perfect. He's replacing the fuse. Look, it's back on. Oh, goody, my power's back on. Yay! Off go the police. And this guy is happy at home. Now let's learn how it works.
This is how the electrical grid works.
Electrical wires connect homes and businesses to power plants. In this case, electricity is being made by this wind turbine. Then the electricity flows through the power lines to these houses. If the line is cut, then the power goes out. That's why it needs to be fixed. When the power's out, the lights in your house won't work.
I can't believe the caution tape's still stretching. It's still stretching. It's still stretching. Wow, there it goes. Thank you for helping me clean up this caution tape.
Don't throw me out.
Never.
Cutting it? Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
The power line broke!
You caught a lightning bug.
Good for you. Oh, he's so beautiful.
Real one.
It is a real
He's
one.
happy on you. Do you like your lightning bug friend?
Yeah.
Put him in the bug, RV. We usually lose some stuff while we're filming, but doing it at night brought it to a whole new level.
Okay, good find. I have something to show you on your truck. Do you remember the very first modification I ever did?
The headlights.
The headlights and underbody lights.
You installed the underbody lights?
Well, I mean, it wasn't somebody else.
I don't need a hard hat. I'll just not move this time. I don't want to be out here anymore.
But an ounce of prevention.
You happy now?
Yes. Do you think people want to see the slug bath on Kid Crew?
Yes.
Yes?
What's not to like? Head is above water. It's swimming.
Oh yeah, that slug is just taking a bath, I see. Yeah.
And it's going to climb out probably and eat my plants.
Yeah, and you will have fed it.
Yeah.
Hey kids, just a reminder, power lines are extremely dangerous. If you happen to see one on the ground, stay as far away as possible. Contact an adult, let them know there's a situation with the downed power line, and make sure they contact an emergency service as soon as possible.
But in construction, things don't always go as planned. This big, strong backhoe has been so helpful. But somebody drove it where he shouldn't have. And now it's stuck. And he's trying to dig it out by hand. It turns out there's a lot of water here.
How am I going to get this out with the shovel?
Ooh, the logging semi. Well, it looks like the Kid Crew has something up its sleeve.
Do you help with stuck construction equipment?
He's got all this wood to put under the backhoe to help it get out. Let's go! This semi can carry so much. Now let me get you up to speed on what happened before this. Dad's been doing a ton of work with this awesome backhoe, but then he got himself stuck in the mud, and it's going to rain later, and that could make it so much worse. But the Kid Crew is always up for a challenge.
So what you got here?
Wood.
Wood? Okay. This is a big load.
Unstrap the boards. Remove the chains.
1, 2, 3, lift.
And unload with Dad. The ground is really wet. Then grab the tools and build a raft that could go under the backhoe. Done. Do you think this is gonna work?
Can you go stand on the porch of the house while I do this? I need you really far away.
Yeah.
He's off to a safe vantage point while Dad starts the backhoe and lifts it into the air. Look how strong the backhoe is. It can lift itself right up with its stabilizers and scoop. But oh no, the raft is too thick. That's not gonna work at all. So Dad will have to go to plan B. Use the bucket on the back to get out. Turn around the seat and bring down the controls. Then unlock the bucket, grab the joysticks, and push the bucket into the ground. Look, it's lifting the backhoe right out of the hole. Wow, this backhoe is great. Put it down gently, and everybody, please cross your fingers. I hope this works. Parking brake off, reverse, and go. It's moving without any problems. From now on, Dad is going to have to avoid that wet spot.
Thanks for helping me get it unstuck.
Let's inspect the ruts. They're deep. Now get back in the semi and drive off. Now that Dad's unstuck, we can finally get back to work. Have you ever noticed this dangerous tree in our backyard? Done. But now there's a huge stump left over. Not for long. Let's get this thing in backhoe mode. Stabilizers down. Scoop down. Hey, come on into the cab with us. Be sure to buckle your seatbelt. Lower the bucket onto the stump. Wow, it's putting up such a fight, even though the tree was super rotten. How about trying to curl the bucket? Oh, it's working! Dad is gonna have a lot of cleanup later. Let's at least break up some of these pieces. Great! This backhoe is really useful. The manager's finally back to check on the progress. Looks good. Now let's get a move on to the next job. Backhoes are so versatile. It's like a front-end loader and an excavator in one machine. Does anybody remember when we got mulch delivered last year? It was a huge pile. And while I had good intentions, there's still a huge pile in the driveway. Let's finally take care of it. Look at how big the backhoe is compared to our car. Scoop down, drive into the pile, curl, raise, and back up. Then drive to the backyard. You always want the scoop low while you drive for stability. Line up and push the stick right to curl out. This dumps the mulch. Oh, I'm so glad this project is done. And just like you, Dad always cleans his toys when he's done. Now here's how you can play along at home. The names and certain plot details have been changed to protect the identity of the guilty parties involved in this situation. This certain family wants to dig a pond in their muddy backyard. How about we dig a pond today? Yeah, that's a great idea, Daddy. I can't wait. Yeah. Do whatever you want, but please don't get me involved. A backhoe is perfect for this job, according to Dad. Load it up on the semi for delivery. And hit the road. The cool thing about a backhoe is it can dig the pond, then move the piles to regrade the land. Then pull up to the house and unload. Delivery is a must-have if you don't happen to own a semi. I'm ready to rock. He's so excited he can barely handle it. Vroom, vroom. Ooh, he's already stuck. Like, really stuck. Honey, I think I have a problem. I knew this was going to happen. Whoa, she's got a huge truck. Off she goes. That RC truck is really fast. But it's gotta get around the backhoe, under the boom, by the tires, and through the scoop. driving. Nice job, Mom. Now back up into position. Thank you. Anytime. Hitch a rope to the backhoe. And get ready to pull. Go! She got it out. Well, the backhoe is pretty muddy, but it still works fine. Flip the seat around, fold down the stabilizers, push down the scoop, and start digging. The backhoe takes a huge scoop and then goes back for another. Then pound it flat so it holds the water better. Move the backhoe out of the way and fill it up. A beautiful pond. Now let's learn how it works.
This is how a backhoe can get itself unstuck. So let's say, just hypothetically, that you take a perfectly great backhoe and drive it into sticky mud and get it all stuck. The backhoe has some superpowers though. It's got the stabilizers, the scoop on the front, and the bucket on the back. So the first thing you can do is lower the front scoop to raise the front wheels out of the mud. Then put down the stabilizers to act sort of as training wheels. Then take the bucket on the back to push down and get the rest of the backhoe unstuck, and then pivot sideways. Then when you put it down, you're out of the ruts and you can just back out like normal. If that method doesn't work, then you can claw yourself out with all the attachments, as if you were stuck in deep mud. So a backhoe might not have tracks, but all its attachments give it a lot of options for getting itself unstuck. Whoa! I got it unstuck. It's got its stabilizers.
Here, if you pull, I think you'll be able to split that whole thing. A huge dead log. Pull, pull, pull. Nice!
Let's drive in a backhoe through the back yard.
Guys, there you go. Can you open the cab for mittens?
You want to look-see? Thank you.
Oh,
Check it out in there.
check out the interior.
It's like it smells like mud.
Mittens always needs to check everything out.
Are you checking out the features? Is there a little kitty spot for you? The things we do to entertain our kitty. Look at how he's sitting. He's got his tail pressed against the windshield. Okay, so this is one of these situations where you try to make lemonade out of lemons, right? So we weren't planning on doing a Kid Crew video with a stuck backhoe, but we have a stuck backhoe, so you might as well make it a Kid Crew video.
Sometimes it's easier to move a house than build a new one. We're having a crazy storm. So much rain and so much wind. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh my! The house blew over. What are we gonna do? It's the next morning and we've called in the Kid Crew to help. Looks like he brought his truck and trailer. We're definitely gonna need them. We're gonna have to find a safer place for this house. So somehow we're going to have to load the house onto the trailer.
I'm so glad you're here to help me move this house after it blew over in that storm.
Yeah, this is gonna be a heavy load.
Put down the ramps and stabilize the base with the wooden brace.
Great job.
The brace on the bottom will keep the house secure on the trailer. That looks so heavy.
Wow, this fits great. Do you think your truck's strong enough to haul it?
Yeah. We need to put on the wide load signs for safety.
Hopefully there isn't much traffic on the road today.
Does the doorbell still work? It does. This is still a solid house. Good thing we're able to move it.
Turn on the flashing lights and drive away slowly. Looks secure to me. Now, where would be a good spot to put this house? Ooh, this spot under the maple tree looks perfect. The tree branches will help protect the house from any more storms. And it will keep our house shady in the summer.
That's perfect. We'll unload here and then start landscaping.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a crane, Dad will help with the unloading. Hey, why don't we have a crane truck?
Great job, we moved it.
Next, we will go collect our landscaping supplies. Our trailer will be handy for this job too. What do we need? A couple of shovels, a few rolls of sod. We're definitely gonna need a good pile of rocks. And let's not forget the flowers. The bed of the truck is perfect for that. Well, that looks like a nice load. Back to the site. First, we will level the ground in front of the house. Then we unroll the grass.
It's gonna be nice to have a front lawn.
It unrolls just like carpet. Let's add another.
That looks great.
But that grass does look a little brown, so we better water it. A nice mist will do. Next, we'll fire up the zero turn. Let's give that grass a good mow. It must be hard to maneuver a zero turn around a tight space, but it looks like he's doing a great job. Done! To make everything nice and tidy, we will weed whack the edges. These rocks will make a fancy walkway up to the front door.
Now, should we put in a fence?
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help keep mittens out.
Yeah. It's heavy.
I bet. That look cool? Okay, press down.
The fence posts are pushed into the dirt on either side of the house. That looks amazing! Next, we will add flowers to the window boxes.
Oh, that looks fantastic.
Mittens coming.
It's important to plant shade-loving plants because we won't get a lot of direct sunlight under this tree. Impatiens and ferns are perfect. Hopefully the deer don't eat them.
You ready to pound in the mailbox?
Yeah.
We will install the mailbox here so the mailman knows where to deliver our mail. Dad will help with the drill.
Great.
Maybe we need just one more plant in this bare spot. Dig a hole and plop it right in.
Wow, this is such a transformation. To think this just blew over in a storm the other day.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Mommy's gonna love it.
He's right, I really do. Now here's how you can play along at home. Instead of moving a house, we're going to build one from the ground up. Here comes the semi with the steamroller and bulldozer. The first step of the job is to do the dirt work and prepare the site. Let's get to work. The bulldozer will scrape off the topsoil to expose the hard earth underneath. Topsoil doesn't provide a solid foundation, so that's why we need to remove it. The bulldozer is perfect for this job. Great work, bulldozer. Now the steamroller can compact the ground. Its heavy rollers squash just like what's underneath. The semi-truck is on its way back with concrete forms and rebar mesh. Sound familiar? We'll need the crane to unload the heavy trailer. Put down the stabilizers and get the boom in position. Down goes the hook. Okay, lift it up. First unload the rebar mesh. Then the concrete forms. These will hold the concrete together as it dries. That's good. Lower it there. Perfectly level. Now here comes a load of gravel to go under the concrete. We're using sand instead of gravel, but you get the idea. Back up to the forms and dump the load. Wow, that's a huge dump. Now let's spread it out. The bulldozer is great for this job too. But the fresh dump isn't compacted, so we need to go over it with the steamroller. It's so satisfying to smooth it all down. Okay, the forms and the gravel are done. Now the team is bringing in the rebar mesh. This is gonna be a great foundation. Yeah, I hope something cool gets built on it. Cement mixer, we're ready for a load. Over and out. Okay, we'll be there soon. He'll have to stop at the concrete plant first to load up his drum. Back up to the outlet. Then pour in the concrete. We need to keep the drum spinning so it stays thoroughly mixed and doesn't dry out. Let's head to the construction site. Luckily, traffic is light. We don't want it curing in the drum. Then back up to the pour. Deploy the chute. It doesn't go far enough. He needs to install the extensions. 1 and 2. They look ready. Okay, here it comes. The spinning drum changes directions and the concrete flows out. He's trying to pour it evenly. Then the builders work it into the rebar mesh. Then a second pour over top. Wait, we missed a bit over there. Use the wheelbarrow to get into the tight spot. By the way, we're using plaster instead of real concrete here. Okay, this looks good. Thanks for the fast delivery. He's pulling up to the water truck. Luckily, it isn't filled with fuel. Grab the hose and spray down the truck. Let's wait for it to dry. Okay. Time passes. And here comes the home builder with supplies. It looks like it might be a log cabin. Oh no, there's a problem with the truck. My truck's running so rough. He better check out to see what's going on. Open the hood and fix the engine. Looks like a problem with the fuel injectors. Let's see if it works now. Close the hood. Start up and go. Looks like he fixed it. I can't wait for this house to be built. She will inspect the slab first. This looks great. Take off the forms. Then jump on the forklift. She has a lot to unload. Fork the pallet. Then drive over to the slab and lower it. Okay, let's build this house. It's a Lincoln log cabin. It has a front porch too. Here comes the chimney. Lift it up and do the install. All done. Now let's learn how it works.
This is how concrete works. Concrete's all around us. It probably holds up the building that you live in. This one is ours. Concrete is made from water, cement, and aggregates like gravel and sand. Concrete's extremely strong when you squeeze it, but it still needs reinforcements. That's why concrete often has reinforcing metal in it, also called rebar. Concrete is often delivered in concrete trucks, which are also called cement trucks. The drum keeps spinning during transport to keep it mixed. There is a screw pattern inside the drum that allows it to pull the concrete out when it spins backwards. If there is concrete left over after a delivery, it can be recycled or repurposed.
Okay, I think we're ready to mix up the plaster.
Yeah.
Are you excited? Yeah. Do you think Daddy's gonna be able to clean it out of the drum of the cement mixer toy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I hope so. Okay, here we go.
It looks like concrete, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're mixing up water.
I know. I think honestly, I can't believe this, but I think we got the plaster out. I really kind of thought we weren't going to be able to. Do you suffer from optimistic time management? I know I do. I didn't check the weather and started this project too late. So now it's dark and pouring rain and the slab isn't finished.
There's still plenty of work to do at this construction site. Let's grab some toy construction vehicles.
Oh wow, look at all those toys. Do you want me to take the whole bucket?
Oh no, the front end loader can't cross the hills. Help! We'll need to build a bridge. Here comes some boards to help. Place the bridge beams. That looks great. Now the front end loader can pass. Thank you! And so can his friend the bulldozer. Thank you. It turns out we can also use this digger as a pile driver. Hey, these columns could support a roof. What could we use?
Do you think this piece would be big enough? Perfect.
Park the dump truck in the garage we just made.
Oh, what a snuggly home. Today we're taking down this broken playset. 1, 2, 3, go!
Whoa, this playset needs to be teared down.
Yeah, it looks pretty broken.
Yeah, I'll go and get my concentrator.
We're taping off the construction site.
Hold it on. Safety gas is on.
Back up, boys.
tie the trucks to the broken ladder to demo it.
You guys ready to pull this down?
Yeah.
Go! Great job!
Our trucks are such good construction vehicles.
So now, boys, what should we take down?
I want to take down the roof.
The roof?
Unbolt the roof with our ratchets. And move the construction workers down.
Look out below!
Boom! We'll collect the screws in this Bruder toy dump truck. Now we'll take a load of debris with our truck and trailer to our ride-on garbage truck.
1, 2, 3, go! Great job!
I ripped this whole roof off.
We're organizing this stack to pick up with our tractor and front-end loader. Turn it on. Line up. And scoop up the pile. The loader makes this easy. Dump the scoop into the trailer. The trailer holds so much. Now we need to drive to our trash truck. Take down the swing set beam.
Now let's remove the swings.
Yuck! I got this off. Yuck, this is a cat. And look, it's just the roof that I got off.
We'll keep the swings. Crush the rest of the playset. Clean up. Now the construction workers are driving away.
Oh no, my tape is broken. I'm opening the hood. Oh, that gets out on diesel and gas also. I need somebody to come off the trail. Here I come.
Load the Jeep on the trailer and tow it away with the truck. Now let's learn how it works.
This is how buildings are torn down.
Crunch! This excavator has huge claws that tear away at the building. It's best to use a hose to keep dust down. Recyclable material like steel is separated. Look at it pull the steel railing off the stairs. These strong machines can also be really gentle. That excavator is moving that tiny pipe. Brick buildings come down a little different by knocking them over. I can't believe how easily these excavators tear buildings down. Sometimes brick buildings have wood sections that need to be separated. As well as metal that can be recycled.
One, two, three, go! Oh, there's a drywall screw.
That didn't work. I guess we'll try that again.
I guess we will.
1, 2, 3, go!
Yeah, it was me. It was me that was in the hole.
1, 2, 3, go!
Got it.
This is how an excavator works.
This is the excavator's boom. This is the arm, which is also sometimes called a dipper or stick. And this is the bucket. Today, we're going to focus on hydraulic cylinders, which are used to actuate all kinds of construction trucks. Hydraulic cylinders have a rod inside of them with seals that prevent fluid from leaking out. As fluid is pumped into the cylinder, it forces the rod out. Hydraulic cylinders are really strong. We'll use this hoist to demonstrate. This little pump can pick up the snowblower. Up we go. Here's an important safety rule. Always park machines with their attachments on the ground. A bump of the control lever can cause them to fall. Look what happened to this watermelon.
We often wish we had a paved driveway, but it's nice to be able to paint it and dig it up whenever you want.
Yeah. Great job. Okay, awesome. High five. Do you like making potholes in the driveway?
Yeah.
I do too. Here.
The summer is great because everybody has more time to work on all of our builds together.
Can you just show me what you just showed Mommy with the steering? Because this might be the way to solve this problem.
So I could have a little board going up and then a panel with a joystick, so then I could write this.
Yeah, maybe I can relocate the button. Let's look at this real quick. So,
Because under the pedal is the button.
so okay, so right here. So if we pop this out here, baby. I'm so gonna drop this on my face.
I'm gonna try and make so you don't.
I know, but it's, oh, thank you, baby. Can you hold it? Pretty heavy. Okay, pop that off. Let's put it down for a second. Great job holding it up, hon.
It's like a mold seat. It is a mold.
Can you turn the key on?
What's gonna happen? Is it gonna blow up?
No. Okay, and then now, hopefully, this drives. No? There we go.
It doesn't reverse.
Oh, but the reverse would still be like this. Okay, that's great. So, okay, key off. Now, we just need to drill a hole. This is such a good solution. So, first rule of drilling holes, look at the other side if you can, if you have the opportunity. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, there's no wires or anything.
None. Okay, right there. Okay.
Fire it up, boys.
Okay, so here, let me put it on the road.
This sort of make it up as we go along approach is how most of our builds come together.
Okay. It should flex less. Good. Okay, and then here's this. I think low speed is the right choice. Oops, it goes this way.
This low speed one.
Yeah, low speed is one. You gotta turn on the key first.
Ooh.
And you must steer with feetsy weetsies.
With feetsy weetsies. You steer with feetsy weetsies.
Yeah. Twirl.
Thank you for watching Kid Crew. Please like and subscribe.